Anyway, so Team India got back this Wednesday night. We all have pretty serious jet lag, I think, because we stopped in Paris for a little bit on the way home, which I know is really rough, but I don't know, something happened in that full stop over in Europe. We're all like exhausted. I feel like The Walking yesterday, like The Walking Dead. But anyway, Jenny has an announcement first. I'll let you go first.
A lot of you know that our wedding, my Andrew's wedding, is December 4th, and some of you have been asking, like, we're registered and stuff. We're not asking for gifts. We just want you guys to come. But some of you have been asking and saying you're going to bring gifts anyway. And we would like you to RSVP if you're going to come, just because we're doing like the little cupcake cakes. So we have a little sheet back there if you would take one, just so you could call me, or if your friends are on Facebook, write me on Facebook just to let me know so I can kind of get a head count. And if you guys do want to bring a gift, like I said, we're not asking for anything. We would like to go to the next India trip, so if you'd like to make a small donation to that, that'd be fine. But my number and the information is on the sheet in the back. So.
Nice. Go on the next one. Yes. I know, it's like, as we were like talking and planning and everything, we were thinking that, half of them, they're alive. Hi, guys. You don't have the flu, do you? Okay, you can come in and. But while we were in India, we were thinking, that we weren't going to be coming back in 2010, and we are, some way or another. God's going to have to come up with a lot more money. But they were so gracious, and there were so many things that happened. We're going to share more about India on a later date, but you all got the Facebooks or all the stuff, and those of you who were here when we were Skyped in that first Sunday, y'all heard that we had basically the equivalent of the FBI in India following us around, right? So you guys knew that? Have any of you seen Kim's pictures on Facebook where you can actually see the police at one of our events? That was when we didn't realize we were being followed, but anyway, a lot of things changed on our schedule continuously based on that investigation, because we could have been kicked out of the country, and people in our group with GNC could have been put in jail. We probably wouldn't have been. We would have just been, sent home and never to get a visa again, which would have broke my heart, having daughters from India. But it was really cool because God had our agenda and our plans like mapped out, but every day it changed, so we didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know where we were going. There was a point at which we were going to be going up to the Pakistan border and ministering up there, and that even changed at the last minute because we had been around so many kids with fevers that taking us that far away wouldn't have been super smart. Anyway, but we'll probably be going back next year. We just won't be doing as many fundraisers, so if you have a heart for Guatemala or a heart for India, and you feel like you want to be on one of those trips, the orphans, as we left, were like pinned against this, because we couldn't come to their location because of this investigation, and they couldn't come to us, so we had to meet at a different location. And when they got on the buses to say goodbye, they were like crammed into the window, and they're like, "Don't go!" You're just like, oh. So we were all, which is not good. It was just really sweet though, because the cool thing is that Pastor Daniel has been all over this country, and he's met lots of churches. And do you want to know, his favorite church is ours. And the reason is because he said that our church feels like a family, and that we immediately welcomed him like he was a member of the family. And he goes, I went home and I had like 50 people adding me as their friend on Facebook, and all of a sudden I was friends with your whole church, and he goes, and I don't know what the deal is with your teams and our kids, but they're tight. And it was just, I was really, really proud, because when we gave them those outfits that you'd all collected, and we, the outfits and the shoes and the Ziploc bags and all that stuff, we got to see them open them. It was the coolest thing ever. But he said, you guys treat them like family. They treat you like family. They said, it's just what you have going with these kids is extremely unique, and no other church that's come to visit us has anything like it. And so they like literally count down the days until our team rolls back around. And then we had pastor after pastor after pastor from Amstar and from Chandigarh and from different places all over come to us because of the whole, I don't know what it's called, the IB situation with the police, and beg us to come to their location the next time that we come. And so it won't be quite as dramatic, never has been before. It wasn't scary so much, it was really just kind of weird. We're like in a city of 15 million people, and they're noticing 12 of us. It was bizarre. And then, I don't know if any of you heard, we were supposed to, this is just funny, I'm gonna have to say it just because, but we're supposed to be on the down low, and so we were sent for a day of shopping to lay low. And we ended up on TV. we ended up on Dance India Dance. And international thing. There's all the big TV crew, and they're like, "Can you dance for us?" And we're like, "Sure." And doing crazy dancing. We danced for a good long time, drew a crowd, and we owned it at the last minute. Just before we got on the buses to leave, we're like, "Daniel, remember that day that we were supposed to be on the down low? We're going to be on TV in a couple of weeks. So if you see Dance India Dance and there's Team India, we're sorry." But we were doing a really good job acting like tourists, so that's all we were at that day. Anyways, thanks for praying for us. It was an amazing trip. It was really long. It felt really long. We got in some really neat time, and I'm really excited to share with you the pictures of all the stuff that you sent us with. We made sure that those people knew that this did not come from us, that this came from a body of believers who love God and love others. And when we handed out the Ziploc bags, we ended up with almost 200 bags total, about 180 bags. This is after we did it for the second time, because we did that in Guatemala, 150 in August. And it was really cool, because that day that we gave them out, they had this big, it was a kids club, similar to ours, and they told the kids there'd be gifts. So their 50 kids turned into 100, and it was like the loaves and the fishes story, where you're just like, oh dear, as you're counting all these kids coming, thinking, do we have enough, do we have enough? And we had enough for all the kids, and we had enough for even the leaders, who are just as poor as the kids are. And so the leaders were walking out with big old grins and stuffed animals in their little Ziploc bag with their toothbrushes and toothpaste and paper and crayons, and they were just as giddy as the 4 and 5-year-olds. So it was really, really cool. We have pictures of all of it, so we'll be sharing that with you in a couple weeks. Tonight is youth group at 7 p.m. At our house, and we're going to be doing the mysteries of the Bible for a while. And tonight was I think it was the Garden of Eden tonight, so excited? Oh, okay. Anyway, so tonight at 7, and then the youth group worship band is also going to be practicing. Stay tuned, because you guys are going to do half the service on the Thanksgiving service. And then last but not least, was there one other that I had to give? Okay. So you know that we all are finally a 501c3 agency as of like 2 months ago. So if you have a heart for grant writing, or you're interested in being part of the grant writing process so that we can get our building on McLaughlin and finally get a location and some government money, come see Russ or I, and we're going to put together like a grant writing committee. And so we'll be writing grants for potential salaries, writing grants for locations, all sorts of stuff. So if you're interested in being part of that for the Source on the Boulevard, when we're actually on the Boulevard, come see us, and we're putting together a team. I think that's it. So.